Hi, my name is Kate.
And I'm Rachel.
And I'm Hannah.
And this is Feast.
Sheath.
And Shatter.
Okay.
Is it hot in here or is it just me tuning in to hear these three chatting about fantasy novels of the spicy variety? Not your average book club, if you know what I mean. Are you happy to see us? Or is that a dagger? It's Feast, Sheath, Shatter. It's Feast, Sheath, Shatter.
It's a good week for us.
Yeah.
We just read the best book.
Yeah.
You guys
It was really good.
It's another Kimberly Lemming,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and its title is,
That time I got drunk and yeeted a love potion at a werewolf.
and it was so good.
It was so good.
I want to be their best friends.
I like Felix.
I like Felix.
I loved him in the first
I
one.
love that he's literally a golden retriever.
He literally
Like
Wax.
literally.
a golden, like his that is the color of his wolf fur.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to be their best friends. I said it the last time. This is a continuation. This is the second book in the series. There's a third one, which we might get to at some point. But
Yeah.
I want to be their friend. I want to live in this universe. I liked this book better than the last because we didn't have to sit around and wait.
Yeah. No.
We did not
getting-
have
She's
to
like,
we're not
wait.
waiting
She's
2
like,
weeks.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I can't take it. All right.
Yeah.
Well, if
Well,
it'll
and
save your
sh-
life.
and
Plan
she's-
B it is.
Okay, she talks about dubious consent, right?
Yeah.
Which is they're not
Mm-hmm.
in their right mind or something. So, he gets...
he gets a
let's-
love potion.
This
yeeted
is
at him.
about Brie, who we met in our first book. Brie is the cheesemaker.
Cheesemonger.
She grew up next to the hot peppers.
Her brother is Gouda.
Her brother is Gouda.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a great relationship with family. There's not a lot of familial intimacy. I just did it at the
Fine.
courthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we meet Brie.
I showed up with some orcs and they just gave me the
Y'all,
paperwork.
Yeah.
So funny. This book
It's
was
so funny. Brie is funny, and I love her. Y'all, she just reads smut and makes
Yeah.
cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Like,
the
she is
life.
a reader of... I actually want Rachel to... Do you have the physical copy of it?
No, I just have the Kindle copy.
No, but the words. I mean the words. You have the words?
With me?
Yeah.
I can pull it up on my phone.
Yeah, I want you to read this one part, and we'll pause it for a second while we find it.
Okay,
Sorry.
this line is from chapter 2.
Not
and it
chapter
is,
5.
Rejected Princess was one of the craziest series I'd ever gotten into. The plot lines were filled with ridiculous angst, cheesy lines about true love and sex, and made a point to shove in every possible trope it could. But damn, if I didn't eat up that 15-book series like it was my job.
Yeah, that is the life that I lead, and it resonated.
I feel like
Yeah.
this was a romance book written for people who like...
Romance
Romance.
books,
Yeah.
romanticies.
Right, because
Yeah.
Brie is us.
Brie doesn't fuck around either. Like,
No.
I don't need to play hard to get. I'm 41
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I don't want to play that.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know?
I'm over
the
it.
handsome ass, hard to look at, he's so attractive werewolf.
He is lactose intolerant.
That
Yeah.
is funny.
Even though she's a cheese maker.
Yeah.
That was
No,
cute.
He eats
He
a grilled
ate
cheese
it,
and
and
he's
then
like,
he
"I
had
gotta
the
go."
he got bubble gut and had
Yeah.
to leave.
Yeah,
That is love.
that is love.
And he, if a man, this is like a instruction manual, really,
Yeah.
for a romanticy girly or a
Mhm.
book girl or just any human who
Yeah.
reads fantasy books that happen to have a lot of smut in them. But he's just like, I know what you like because I can see your alpha werewolf books.
yeah.
He like really, it's just so.
He gets a manual on how to please human women.
Yes.
Is it true? Is this true?
I know. I love how they all the demon are reading it.
Yeah.
Because the demons in this book are actually the only good dudes. Because every time we
Yes.
come across a human male,
Ugh.
they're
They
a
are the
dick.
bad guys.
Like the reason
Which
she has the
rings
love
true.
potion is because that guy tries to give her a
because
love
he
potion.
wants
Yeah.
her money.
Tries
Yeah.
to drug her.
Yeah.
and she talks about how bad his credit is. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
But he wants her money. She's like, he never liked me until I got this plot of land.
Yeah. And so she
jerk.
chucks it at him and he ducks and then it hits Felix.
Felix.
Yeah. And he will die if they don't have sex. And so she's
And
like,
that is
He'll die.
heroism.
yeah.
Yeah.
She
Okay.
takes one for the team.
Admirable. Like,
I do like her momentary reluctance of like, are you really saying yes? And he's like, I am. I
yeah.
am. Like, I can tell I am.
And I love that he knows. And I'm so grateful that he is sure. And that came. Oops. I just flipped the mic completely around.
You were just really into it.
I was so into it.
You were
I like it when
ready
it's
to
down
talk
here.
about the tentacle scene.
Oh, I love that. I love that, and I didn't.
Yeah,
know
we
it.
get
I
tentacle.
didn't know
We
it.
get butt stuff in this book.
There is butt stuff.
Yeah,
We get tentacle sex.
we do.
Yeah,
On
I mean the
accident.
whole thing. I know.
Yeah, because she's trying
I
to break
just
the love
was
spell. and
not
she's like,
expecting
"Shit, I gave you
that."
shadow
Like, when-
tentacles.
I imagine because I feel like when you read a bunch of these books, right, and you're always just a little bit more ready for something like that in real life to happen. You know, because
Yeah.
it's not far fetched. You
Right.
read about it 4 or 5 times a week.
Right.
You know, so you are, and that I related to that on a level that you don't find often in books.
Yeah,
It's just like with Nesta, like you're just 4 pages away from that happening to you in real life.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Yes.
expect my Cassian to walk in any moment.
Yeah. Yes. And I would just be so open to it.
I'm open.
Completely open.
Universe.
Yeah.
I am open.
When the kraken arms grow from the floor, you know?
Yeah. And then he's like, well, I got this to work with. And she's like, I don't hate this.
Because she is also prepared because she reads crap like this all the time.
Yeah.
The part where he goes over to Dante, who's the love interest in the 3rd book.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, like, do you guys have the male contraceptive?
Yeah. The Baron Ruin.
The
rune.
Baron Rune.
The
Yeah.
Baron rune." Speaking of rune.
And he's like, he's like, oh, fuck, it hurts.
Actually, this is a really great moment. Speaking of rune, Hannah, why don't you go ahead and hand her that?
Oh, no.
This is what I received on top of my gift box for the Crescent City read.
Okay. Oh, no. I'm going to open it.
It's so great.
I screamed.
I need you to put.
Even
I need
like
you.
squishy.
Yeah,
Oh,
and like
they wrote
exploded.
on it.
It is so
she
good.
painted the tattoos
Oh
on
my
Yeah.
there.
God.
So what we're looking at is it's basically
Severed
Rune
hand.
Danon's severed hand.
Yes. Well, I will take a picture.
Please make sure it's on Instagram so
Yeah.
that people can
Perfect.
see it. Yeah. Such a good.
Thank you for bringing that into my life today.
Yeah. Straight, freshly
FaceTimed me the other
freshly gnawed
day,
off.
and my child is like playing with the hand in the background. She's like, "What is that?"
Why?
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's
It was totally necessary.
yeah.
100%.
Everybody
Yeah.
needs that. Everybody knows how funny it is.
Yeah.
It's freaking hilarious.
It really is. It wouldn't have been funny if he didn't get his arm back.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, but Kimberly Lemming.
Kimberly Lemming. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I like how he keeps going to the Storm Dragon. Everyone's like, "Don't do that," because he's
Leave
like a
him
god.
alone.
He's napping, and he's like, Can you help me?" And Dante's like, "I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna eat you." And then his text is always in bold. Like Dante's words are always bolded when he's in the dragon form.
Oh, really?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So it's
Oh,
like
I
a
wouldn't
deep.
know.
See, I
like-
just assumed he was in his dragon form, but I didn't remember them saying that he was.
Anytime he's napping on the beach, he
yeah,
is. Yeah.
I just because the way
He's
he
just a
was creating
dragon.
his little.
Because our delightful lesbian
Centaur.
goes with him and is like, "I just want to see you get eaten." Like, and he's like, "Okay,
I wanna
fine, you
watch
can bring me
this.
pie."
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
he's like,
take 3 lemon meringues.
like pie, and he's like, "Yeah." She banned demons with horns from her store, so he can't go in and get pie
Why?
because somebody knocked over a lantern. Like somebody with a horn accidentally knocked a lantern over, and so she was like, "No more horns." In the
That's
shop.
it.
That's so unkind.
I know. Well, he likes the pies.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
I know. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's good.
I love how his brother, his orc brother,
Yeah, because he was adopted.
is in love with the bartender,
Yeah.
the barkeep, and she's
Sunshine
just
or Sunny?
Sunbeam?
Sunbeam. Okay.
And Sunbeam is so stoic and so like
He's like,
I can just imagine this like tall, broody woman. I picture her as, what's that lady's name? That played Brienne of Tarth. You know what I'm talking about?
good one.
Tall.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
her name?
I don't know. I call her
Sarah Chris.
Sir Brienne.
Yeah. Sir Brienne.
Pretty sure that's her real name.
I think it is too. Anyways, I picture her like that, just like even like, why are you talking to me? And then he's just like, another golden retriever.
Yeah.
All the
perfect.
demons are such sweet gentlemen. And
love that.
when the humans show up at their boat and they're like, where are all the women? They're like, we would never. Women are so valuable.
Yeah.
We
Why
would-
would we
why would we
harm
hurt-
a woman?
Why would we ever hurt any of them?
Yeah.
That's right.
Like they're the good guys.
Yeah, because they've like parked. They're like all living on their houseboat
Yeah.
in the harbor
Yes.
and trying
In
to settle
their
in.
house motel.
Yeah.
Because there's so many of them.
Yeah, and
And
they're
the
all
one
trying
that-
to figure out women because that's like they don't have enough women.
So they want to marry a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the dream. It's
Yeah.
the dream.
The dream is
to
to find a woman that loves
Yeah.
you.
I love this universe.
Me too.
know.
And the snacks and the cheese.
Such good snacks.
Such good
And
snacks.
she describes herself as a woman of weight. She's
Yes.
like, I'm a woman
She
of weight.
is.
Yeah.
She is.
Because we meet the sword, which may be my favorite character.
Love-
Of all time.
Love
Yeah.
Alexa.
Of all
Alexis.
time.
Yeah, Alexa the
Alexis.
sword.
And I do want to say this small thing to all of the authors, writers, creators out there. Please do not use the name Alexis, Alexa, Alexol in your
Siri.
books. Because my phone and my Alexa at home were freaking out. But I also could just use headphones. So you do what you want.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be part of the joke.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that she is Alexa? Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
That
and
would.
she shows up in like a gator
Yeah.
because they're
That
banging
was-
on the side of the.
Yeah. Oh my God. The
On the-
critique is she's so funny.
Love it.
And she's so like your best friend that is just unfiltered.
On the left here, we have a woman getting railed by a werewolf. She's like,
Excellent
"Don't step
form."
Yeah.
out."
Yeah, she just loves it. I was hoping that when we first met the sword, I was like, is she in the third book? But maybe like later on down.
Yeah.
Like
Well, Kimberly Lemming has been sharing a couple of quotes from her next book that she's writing
the
right now.
fourth one.
and
Is she going to keep with this
I
universe?
think so. It's the Mead Mishaps
Yeah,
series.
series.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so everyone is excited because it seems like maybe Alexis will be the main character
I would
in the
love
next one
that.
because now she can move.
Yeah.
yeah. She can
She can
float
move by
now.
the end. She's like, I can move, bitches. And she's
Yeah.
like,
Watch me now. I love
That's
her.
so funny.
I know. She was really snarky and like irreverent. Like, can I go to a beach party? Can we just go down to the beach?
Yeah.
Can
At
I
the
go?
beach? The beach? The beach, the beach, the beach?
Will,
Yeah.
will men be in tiny shorts? Can we go where there will be men in tiny
Yeah.
shorts?
Yeah. She just is your like, yeah. She's the friend that you take on all your adventures with you because
Yeah.
she's she's open for anything.
Yeah.
And she's also capable of defense.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
like, hello, stab me into this guy. Like,
yeah.
let's go.
Hello.
Yeah, the-
Utilize my sharp sides.
The giant lobster that they all eat afterwards.
Yeah. So I listened to this a couple weeks ago and only made it I normally listen or read them twice. So I can remember them. So you'll have to kind of refresh my memory on the plot. The women get stolen. That
Yeah.
ends up being men, just regular.
The ghoul things were creepy. They were like,
yeah,
hello.
that would talk.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah.
Hello.
That
And
was
scream.
super creepy.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's a short book.
Yeah.
It's super
It's only
short.
5 hours, but I was listening it really fast.
So it's the bad guys in this one are a cult.
Of men.
basically,
Of human men.
Yeah. Of incel men.
Incel men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an incel
I do
cult.
want to say she does again talk about the representation of the intimacy with hair. Because when she's talking with Cinnamon about shaving Fallon,
Yeah.
and then they talk again about doing really anything with like hair with each other. And I liked that she reiterated that again.
Yeah.
Because that's something I don't think about that I think is really interesting.
Yeah, because Cinnamon's mom shaves her dad's
face. Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, well, we must share this. And she's like, you don't have facial hair, honey. And he's like, well, we're going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Shave my head. And she's like, no, your hair is like important.
And so
you don't cut your hair.
They talk about their braiding and like
she's like,
taking
braid
time
his
to
hair.
help each other.
All right. Yeah.
And that, I love that.
I think my favorite part in the whole book was when she's escaping the bad guys at the end, and she yeets another love potion at the monster and holds the other guy in front of her. And he's like, Chad, don't run from our love. Okay, that took care of those two guys. We can open a bed and breakfast together. He's like a scary monster. Like, I literally howled laughing at this book.
Yeah, it's so fun. It's so fun.
Loved it.
Yeah, I just because of my personal preferences liked it for more than the first one.
We got more kinky, like we got more
thought
sex.
it was
it was
way
way more maybe that's why it was way more kinks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I, haven't read a lot of tentacle moments.
Yeah.
And so I was like, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is interesting.
And it was all on the fly.
And it's
He's
like
like, I saw you had a Kraken
bondage.
shifter book, so I'm going to go ahead and this is a fantasy of yours, right? I'm going to work with this. I can work with this.
oh my gosh, it is so wonderful to see men interested in their partner's interests.
And he does all of her chores.
I don't know if I've ever been with someone that was interested in what I was interested in.
Nope.
Why? Is Matt interested in your interests?
I mean, we have a
Yeah.
podcast together about.
God damn it.
Yeah, they're fated mates.
Fuck that.
I don't think I've ever even told anyone my interests, to be honest with you.
Hannah, but if they ask, are you like, that's too intimate of a question? Shut your mouth.
No, I get very upset. Like, don't talk to me.
Please don't ask me
Well,
what
you
I
probably
like.
don't want to get made fun of.
You know what I like? I
Yeah, because
yeah.
I mean, that's
what
why
are
I
you
started the
into?
podcast.
If someone,
Cool stuff that you don't need to know about.
yeah, I read a lot of books. Well, what kind of books do you read? Do you know about blue aliens?
Yeah.
And green orcs. And recently I've gotten into this book called Get in My Swamp.
Should be a good litmus test for a boyfriend. Just give him one of the quick ones and be like, if you can read this, and then we'll come back and discuss
Ooh,
it.
good idea.
Yeah, and doesn't have to be one of the neon books.
No,
just a quick little one
a
of these.
little jaunt.
Like
with
I accidentally
with
yeeted
Beck
a love
and
potion would be a good one.
Leona.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he does her chores. She
Yeah.
wakes up and he's like,
but
I
he's
helped
like-
around the house.
But Felix is like God tier boyfriend.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Mhm.
but you can have expectations.
Like maybe
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I want is someone to take the trash out to the curb every Tuesday.
Without asking.
yeah.
I don't want to ask.
You know how
I'm
I
not
am
going
about
to
the trash.
ask.
You know how I am about the trash.
Literally, if Kate had someone to take her trash,
my world would
it
be
would
so
change her
my
life.
I will literally have to be staring out the window on a Monday waiting for the garbage man so that I could ask him to take the trash that's also in the recycling bin. Because been
she forgot
5 weeks
last week and
since
the week
I was
before.
able to get my trash out.
You can ask them to come and get it for you.
Wait. Will they get the garbage so I don't have to pull it out to the street?
They come up and take my barrel down.
They take your barrel down?
Yeah, I actually called and asked them to stop because it was creeping me out because I would be doing stuff and I'd see them in the carport, like checking my
Because the woman
trash
that lived
can.
here before
Was elderly.
What? It's not far from the street.
No.
It's
No.
only 15 feet.
Yeah.
She just cannot
I
remember
just can't
the
remember.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I accidentally put that burden on the children last time too. And then they forgot, and I was like, I'm scarring them because I asked them to help me remember the trash, and then they failed. And I was like, it's not your responsibility.
See, we all need
kids.
a Felix, is what you're saying.
Yes, I need a
Felix.
Felix.
Would be like, I did it already. I took it to the dump. We
Yeah,
didn't even
and
wait
then
for the
he would
day.
be like, hey, babe, I saw you reading this book, and I read it too. Do you want to go do that? And I would be like, yeah,
and we
I
get
do
that,
want to.
We get that one moment of miscommunication done right, where it's after the final climax where he accidentally bites her because he's freaking out a little bit.
Oh, right.
And she gives him the antidote, and then he doesn't want to talk to her. And she thinks it's because he's realized she's not his mate.
Yeah.
And he thinks it's because he bit her and she's mad at him.
And he took her agency
Yeah.
to make that choice for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not annoying.
No, it's like that. And it's really brief because then
So
she's
short.
like, why are you done with me then? She's like, I guess we're not mates, so we're done. And he's like, what are you talking about? That's not what this is about.
Yeah.
He's like, I took your choice away and I'm really sorry. And she's like, it's cool. It's what I would have chosen anyway.
Fine.
Like,
Yeah.
thank you for being upset about it. But like, okay, we're through it now.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not annoying.
Yeah.
I can't do miscommunication. Nothing will turn me off of
Not
a book
for a
faster
long
than
period of
an
time.
unplanned
Yeah.
pregnancy.
Yeah.
It is. And I love when like that, the scene that the lines that you read out, I love when an author is so self-aware that they name in the book what it is that they're doing.
Yeah.
I love that. Like we're all here together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took your agency. Thank you. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Thank you for the clear communication.
Yeah.
Like we're clearly not on the same page. Let's talk for a minute and
And
figure
now
out where we're going.
Now it's okay. And I'm so glad she's going to be a werewolf. I want that for her. Because
Yeah.
I would be the person that's like, yes, I would love to be
be able
fae.
to defend myself and be powerful
and live as
Yeah.
long as you.
Yeah.
Yes, I would love that for myself. Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you want to be another creature? I do. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
Don't have to think about
Turn
it.
me. Turn me now.
Turn me now. Is it going to hurt? I don't care.
Except now she's lactose intolerant.
Wait,
No.
Aren't all werewolves lactose intolerant?
No.
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 We don't want that for her.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
This is like in the wait, what was it that
No.
well, in the first book where
No.
you had to kind of decide for us where it was going to go. Oh, that we just decided that she was going to live as long
Yeah,
as him.
Cinnamon is now immortal. It's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah,
Yes,
it's fine.
That's just
Got
how
It's
it
great.
goes.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a lot kinkier. It was
The Chads were funny.
yeah.
Yeah, and we learned more about Mava,
Mava, yeah.
because we
however.
find out Mava was actually possessed by this other evil, which the evil didn't go away when we defeated Mava. So that was what the giant lobster thing was.
So when they ate the lobster, did they also eat the evil?
I don't think so, because the
I
evil
think
was the
it
thing that was
dispelled out.
yeah, and that was the thing that was communicating with Brie. Remember,
Was
it was
it
like
a saltwater lobster?
I don't
Like,
know.
or is it like a gamey crawfish lobster?
I mean, they were at the ocean.
Okay.
They had a
So-
beach party.
Yeah.
And,
And they
Alexis
did-
was excited.
And they did the giant lobster.
Yeah.
That is like, guys, I just can't imagine a better situation.
They're like, well,
What
we
could
got
be
this
better?
giant lobster. What are we going to do with it? And they're like,
Bowl.
Cinnamon.
Do a bowl.
We're going to eat this, right?
Pull out your snack pocket.
Yeah.
It's
We're
time
gonna-
to go.
we're gonna eat this.
Move the flap aside.
Move my set.
my snack pocket aside. my snack snatch.
this movie, it was just so good. It was so cute.
Yeah.
There was no moment where I was like, oh no. And there was just
And
enough
it's
stakes.
quick. And yeah,
Yeah.
it is. And I just really love the main characters so much individually.
Yeah.
And then for them to come together. I love that Brie is like so solid alone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. She's like, I'm kind of done with dudes.
Yeah.
I love that the human men, she's like, yeah, there's so many of us deciding to just not get married,
Yeah.
to just not even try anymore. And then they're blown away by these beautiful demon souls.
Yeah.
That's what we're waiting for, Kate.
I know. That's why I have
We're
no
waiting for the
qualms.
ship to
Where
come into
are
port.
you guys?
Yeah.
Where are
literally.
the demons?
Literally the demon pirate ship to come into port.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
just disgorge a bunch of really hot,
Everybody
really
will be
nice
running
men.
away, and all of the book girls, I'm here.
I volunteer.
I volunteer. I am here. Let me tell you about myself. Who's my mate? Who is my mate? I'm ready to be mated. and everything that goes along with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
As long as I'm not some sort of sacrifice. I'm fine with it.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like that she was scared of his werewolf form for a little while, too.
Yeah, he was scary.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it
I had a
wasn't just
hard
like,
time-
oh, it's fine. It was like, okay, Brie was human and demons have been the bad guy her whole life.
Right.
And so it
So
wasn't
it
an
makes
immediate
sense.
Can
like,
you
oop, got it.
explain how you pictured him?
Kind of like the werewolves from Underworld, where they're kind of on two legs.
Oh, yeah. Like they're
Yeah.
scary looking.
Yeah, like really tall and really like,
Scary.
yeah,
But blonde.
but blonde.
Yeah.
But a golden retriever. He has like soft ears
On
too.
hind legs.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, at first I thought they were like a wolf, but then when
No,
he
they're-
would do something
they're
like he
standing.
pulled her clothes, he grabbed her, you know, I was
They're
like,
standing. Yeah.
oh, he's definitely
Because he's wearing
upright.
an apron when she wakes up. Because
Yep.
he's cooking her breakfast as a wolf.
Yeah. I love that he just like prowled around her house for a while before he decided to go in.
Yeah.
And then before he decided to watch her sleep, and before he decided to cook, and before he read all her books, so he knew what she was into.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. There's a little bit of, yeah.
Yeah, I need to be imprinted on because I need somebody to love me even if I don't love them back. Like, I don't need your love to be based
Well,
on
you want
my
default
love.
first.
I think this book does something, and I wanted to kind of talk about it a little bit because, you know, consent is such a conversation,
Yeah.
right? In a way that in the last 5-10 years that it, you know, we're just all different types of consent and dubious consent and consensual non-consent and all these things.
Yeah.
And he kisses her before she says yes.
Mm.
But it seems okay because we have seen inside her mind where she's like, that's the most handsome man I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So there's this like subtext of consent, right?
Yeah.
Versus him just, you know, because if he was not as attractive, it wouldn't have been okay.
Yeah, and I think that like subconsciously, I mean, he picked up on that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
If she was like,
But she
No,
fears the
it would have
intimacy,
shown.
which is where the shun comes from.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
goes back to what you were saying. Like, I think if you really get into the gritty of it, it's the fear of the intimacy.
Yeah.
mhm.
And so you don't want it, but you just need someone that's constantly like kind of pushing at you.
yeah,
And he does.
Like you're a
that's-
black cat.
like
I
I'll need you
mean,
to make it happen.
That's
Yeah.
what the whole tentacle scene is. Because she's
Yeah.
like, I don't want to do this. And he's like, maybe we just start a little slow. Like,
Yeah.
maybe, what do you mean slow? Okay. I can wrap you up with the tentacles a little bit. And then she's like, it's not so bad. And he's like, okay, maybe we go just a little bit, like another
Yeah.
step further.
Yeah.
And so
and he can control them with his mind,
and he
right?
he does push her through
Yeah.
like their first moment of
But he
intimacy.
like talks her through it too in like a
Mhm.
very like
Yeah.
I'm the leader way.
Yeah, not in
Mhm.
like a push, like she's absolutely saying no, stop. It's like, I know you're saying no, but I'm sensing that is like a reaction that you're having and not what you actually want.
Right.
And I think if she had put her
Like
foot
you're
down and been like,
you're telling yourself no because
You think you're supposed
you're
to?
supposed to say no, but you want it.
Mhm.
But that's such a dangerous line for men to
It
walk.
It is.
It
And I would
is.
never ask a man to try to walk that line or to try to know that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it is like a fantasy that I have that you would just know.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
why this
That
is
you
a
can
fantasy.
read my mind.
Yeah.
That's why this
Yeah.
is
Want
a
my mind
fantasy.
read.
Because
It
we're
is a
seeing in
fantasy,
her
yeah.
head and we're seeing that she's like, oh, thank God he's doing it.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
this is what I want. And I think if at any point she'd gone like, no, stop, please don't do this.
He would have stopped immediately.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing is we get this glimpse of her wanting it, and then
Mhm.
also kind of like it's almost like when she does shut it down. Cinnamon in the first book. It's like, girl,
Yeah.
why are you shutting it down? Why are you being so avoidant towards
Yeah.
it? Like you want that. That is what I
Well,
would
like
not do.
Fallon says to Cinnamon in the first book, in their first like encounter, he goes, "It sounds like you kind of want me to take the burden of choice away from you. Does
Yeah.
that sound okay?" Like he's getting permission to
Yeah,
take her choice away,
Yeah.
like
Which
faux,
is-
like
which is
like creating a
consensual
scene.
non-consent.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like creating a scene.
Yeah.
It's creating like
Yeah.
a scene for them to walk, like go through. Like if you were
Yeah.
in a kink community, that would be considered like a scene. Like we
Right,
agree
right,
ahead
right.
of time. I'm going to be seeming to take your consent away,
Mm-hmm.
but you're consenting to that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's just
And the
like for
code
this
word
moment.
is
Yeah. Like
Banana.
For this, isn't hers pineapple or something?
Triceratops. That's mine, actually.
It's a good one.
It
Pancakes.
is.
You're not going to
Thank
shout
you.
it otherwise. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if someone ever calls you and tells you that they've kidnapped me and they've got my voice, ask for the password and just Triceratops.
Okay.
Everyone out there,
All of you.
all of you,
Take note.
20 of
note.
you.
All 24.
yeah. And I think that's why we work these things out in books. Because if
Yeah.
this happened in real life, it would be mildly horrifying. And this is as close to the line as I like to walk.
Yes.
Any further than this, and I'm like, no.
Well,
This
and
is
that's
just-
why I wanted to kind of unpack a little bit why this feels okay.
Yeah.
But there are other books where I'm like, nope, no, that's not it.
I think because to me, it feels like a kink scene. It's like
Yeah.
for the time that he has
Yes.
control over these
Yeah.
tentacles, this is what my rules are.
Sure.
And once the tentacles go away, all the rules go back to the way they normally are.
Right.
And
It works.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why it works. It's why I wasn't immediately like, huh, no. Whereas some of the books we've read, I was like, no, she said no. She clearly said no. She
Yeah.
didn't mean yes. She meant no.
She meant no. Yep.
Kimberly
Yeah.
gets it.
Yeah, she does get it.
Yeah.
And I think she does it well. And she makes it feel like there's levity to it.
Yeah.
So I'm never scared.
That's why we're in
Right.
her head.
I'm
for those
never
scenes.
like,
Yeah.
I'm never like, oh,
I think if we were in Felix's head, it wouldn't feel great.
Yeah.
But if we're in her head, so we're getting like, wow, that feels amazing. Like I'm
Okay.
really,
I'm along for this
Yeah.
ride. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. And I think we do switch to his point of view during the tentacle scene.
There is a part that's from his,
Yeah.
but that's fine because we've already been in her
And
head.
it's him showing how reluctant
Are
he's
the
doing
tentacles
Mhm.
like, what do they look like?
it. They're shadow. Aren't they shadow tentacles?
So they're just like shadows?
I pictured octopus tentacles
I mean, go with
Yeah.
whatever.
with like little, but they change shape.
Yeah.
Some
They
of them have
suction-
suckers on the
they
end.
do have suckers. I didn't know.
Yeah.
What about his knob?
The
The knot
that's-
is like a thing.
The
I
knot
guess.
is
knot.
a thing. And
Yeah.
have you finished Bride?
I haven't even started it.
Oh yeah.
this
Knotting's a
week.
thing. And I didn't know it was a thing.
I didn't know until I read Bride.
I didn't know until I read Bride too, but then I saw the TikToks of all the women being like, you can tell who's read fan fiction before, or like the Omegaverse. I think they're all dogs.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
it's an interesting thing that does happen. You know, it keeps you connected
Mm-hmm.
while your bodies respond. Yeah. So
Huh.
like balloons up and stays in, so you can't pull
Ah.
it out to force procreation.
Yeah.
Got it.
Forced proximity.
Force proximity.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
You just have to kind of chill together until it.
I'm gonna start. Yeah. Like a balloon. Like you just let the balloon go.
Yeah, the balloon knot.
Yeah. Mm. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just want to stay together.
Yeah.
Just leave it in there for a little bit.
Yeah. Don't run away.
Don't
Yeah.
go away.
Yeah.
Just lay like this.
Mm-hmm. You have to talk afterwards. You're forced to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because your knot has expanded.
Yeah.
That's for book club too.
And Bride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who writes Bride? Since we
Uh,
recommended it, we should throw our name out.
Yeah.
And I'll cut out the spoilers.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you. What do I find it on? Oh, Audible. Hold please. I will find it in my library. Allie Hazelwood.
Allie Hazelwood.
Bride by Allie
I was
Hazelwood.
gonna say Hazel Alleywood
That's so close.
in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good. It's a real the main character is really smart. I liked it.
Cool. I'm excited.
They don't say that very much. That's nice.
Yeah.
She wasn't annoying.
Yeah, she wasn't annoying.
Sometimes
I mean,
I find
not just book smart, but like she makes good decisions and she thinks on her feet. And it's always more fun when a character is like keeps up.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And we don't have that long like, no, I don't know what's happening. I have to faint on the bed for a while so I appear feminine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm excited.
Yeah. So I don't know how much more we have to say about this book.
I think just good. Go read it.
yeah.
Go read it. It's
And if you didn't
awesome.
read it already,
Go
I'm sorry.
read it, and it's
Oh, yeah.
so good. Oh,
Spoiler.
spoilers.
We met more Usha.
Yeah, more Usha. I'm excited about this keeping on because there are every time new characters pop up, I want Sunbeam's love story.
Yeah, and I want
I want,
Usha and the Lamia guy
Yeah.
who's following her around, and she's like, I
Oh
don't want to
yes.
talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The snake guy.
I don't want to
yes.
talk about it.
I was thinking about that earlier. Like
Yeah.
I want all of their stories.
I want Usha's story because she's like, okay, everybody who's willing to kill up front, everybody who isn't in the back, let's go, bitches. And
Yeah.
they like
Anyone that
storm
doesn't have the
Chads.
tits to kill.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, and they storm the Chads.
Chads.
I mean, they're basically
Chad,
that's what they are.
Yeah.
don't run from our love. He's like, oh, fuck this.
Because they're like mad that the women don't love them. They're like,
Yeah.
it's
Because they're
Because y'all are dicks.
well, and that's when Brie is describing why she doesn't want to end up with the guy down the road. It's
Yeah.
because he's a misogynistic asshole.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So it's also like commentary on just society today.
It is
Yes.
a bit. It is a
is.
bit on like how undesirable some men are because they're trying so hard to be desirable, but only performative for other men.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they really just like men. They don't
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
really like women
Right.
Amen.
or view them as a whole person.
Yeah. I love the theme of the I see it a lot online, the reluctant heterosexual.
Yeah.
Like I'm heterosexual but not by choice.
Mhm.
Like if I
Right.
could be attracted to women, I would be.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
100.
isn't that how we all are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, but we're finally saying it out loud.
No,
Like
100%.
I'm
Like,
Yeah.
furious about
Yeah.
my sexuality. Furious. Hopping mad.
yeah.
yeah.
It
and
is
Felix
infuriating.
is bi. Did we
Yeah.
Felix
Oh,
is
he
bi.
is.
Oh,
He's very
yeah.
he's fluid. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes men. I actually think that's really attractive, to be
Same.
Yeah.
honest. That it's more about the experience and more about a person than it is about
What you're working with.
sex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like their vagina
Yeah.
or their penis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that book. Good
yeah.
job.
Great book. And if she writes more, maybe we'll do the third one sometime.
Yeah.
Maybe when she comes up with the fourth one,
We can do another
duet.
duet.
Yeah.
A duet.
A duet.
Good
Yeah.
idea.
Awesome. What are you reading? What else?
About to start Bride.
What are you reading?
Well, we're doing the Bridge Kingdom next.
Mm-hmm.
We are doing the Bridge Kingdom next, which there are 3 of those.
But we're just
doing the first 2, which is Sarah's story. Or, anyways,
I
we're
don't
doing
remember
Bridge
her
Kingdom
name.
next.
Yeah.
What else are you
They're on
reading?
Kindle Unlimited, aren't they?
They
Yeah.
are, and they're free. The Audible books are free.
Yeah, we're doing God Killer this month for God Killer by Hannah Kenner, I think.
Okay,
Her second one in that duology just came out.
okay. What's
So
that
it's
book
God
about?
Killer and Sunbringer. It's really good. I don't know if we would like it or not, but it's a really good.
Is it a female written?
It's female written.
Is it fantasy?
It is fantasy.
Not sci-fi.
It's a world where you can make gods by your like humanity creates gods by their intent. So like if you all want safe passage or whatever, then
that's
the
right.
god of safe passage might appear.
Yeah.
And then if you like everyone starts giving them offerings, like you can make them stronger and then they can gain powers and then they can actually do god stuff for you.
That's actually really scary.
And it like in the world that she lives in, gods are banned. They're not like and so you can hire people to kill them because they are killable. And so she's a god killer, the main character, Kissin. And
Does she fall in love
does she fall in love? Kind of.
with the god?
No.
Damn,
No, but it's a
not
real
for me.
it's not
Doesn't
that
sound
much
like it's
fun.
for me.
It's a really good like she's a very like she's a brutal character, but she's also feminine and so she gets to have a love interest and she gets to have somebody who's
Is
like-
there sex in it?
yes,
Ah,
but not like
okay, maybe
graphic
for
sex.
me.
And there's a lot of really
Maybe not. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. It sounds great. I'll pick it up.
there's a lot of great representation because like Kissin is whatever is
It's
fluid, I
open.
guess.
Yeah.
So she's
Pan.
most people are in the world.
Yeah.
So like her best friends are 2 women that are married.
Yeah.
She used to be in love with one of them. She ends up falling in love with the male knight, or at least falling in like camaraderie ship enough to be like intimate with a male knight guy. And like he likes her because she's like super competent and super good at her job. And she's like, she has like scars and she's a person who kills gods for a living. and she's never focused on, like, she's missing part of her leg.
Oh, cool.
And so she has a prosthetic that
Like
she
what
wears.
part?
Like the bottom half of one of her
Okay.
legs.
I didn't know if it was like a chunk, like a shark bite.
No. And she has a prosthetic that she wears.
Have you seen? Never mind. Yeah.
So anyway, it's really good.
Yeah,
It's just
okay.
a good kind of a really short but rich fantasy setting with a ton of representation.
I will read that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I read When the Moon Hatched, and it was so long, and I thought that I was liking it. I thought I liked it. I binged it. I was like binging it. But then I started reading all the reviews, especially the 1-star reviews, and I was like, oh, I did feel all those things.
Don't read the reviews.
Well, no, I don't mind. I still enjoyed that book. Like, I'm like, this book is for some people. This book is not for some people. But all of the things that the people who hated it, I also felt that. I just don't ever hate things.
Yeah.
I don't hate things.
Same.
I never feel that strong. I don't. It's rare that I feel that negatively about something. And I'm not sure whether it's just that I don't allow myself
Maybe
to
about
have
books you don't.
Yeah, I just don't have. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about it. I'm like, do I just not understand what it is that I like and what I don't like?
I've thought that too.
Because I think that if you are raised without having understanding of what you can and can't like,
Yeah.
then you don't know, and you just like everything, and you're easily entertained,
Well,
right?
I mean, it's not
But
a bad
if
thing.
you are always if it's always an option to not like something, then you learn more about yourself. And I also think that sometimes people just are vibe readers. They're just there for the vibes.
Yeah.
And I think I teeter along this line of, but I was definitely annoyed by the same stuff. I was like, that is annoying. I was annoyed by that, but not enough for me to be like, I hate this book.
Mm.
But I read Get in My Swamp, which we are talking about later on down the road, doing some of these really spicy series that are just like one book of each, like Ice Planet, my orc books, Lady and the Orc, and then Get in My Swamp, which is a Shrek. Like, it's about Beck and Leona, and Beck is so hot. But what's funny is Get in My Swamp is a reference to Get in My Belly, which isn't Shrek.
It's Austin
Powers.
Yeah.
But it's the same voice because Mike Myers. So I like that part about it. Yeah. Get in my swamp.
90s deep cut.
Yeah.
Love it.
So I'm trying to think what else. I started Sanderson again. I started A Way of Kings again because I just miss that universe. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Nope, I think that's all. Okay.
I think we're going to record a short movie episode.
Yeah, so
if
join
you
us.
want to hear it, I'm going to put them up on the Patreon. So you have to go and join the Patreon to hear more about us.
Which is $1.
It's in the show notes. There's a link in the show notes. The
Okay.
lowest tier is $1. $1 gets you access to everything but the Discord. So if you want to talk to us, that's $5.
Well, you can talk to Rachel. 'cause
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Kate and Hannah can't figure it out.
You want to talk to me?
But
and
I
Hannah,
can relay
you can
messages.
Find us on
I will happily
TikTok.
relay messages.
What's it?
If you want to reach me, I'll be available via
Text
fax.
message. My number is.
fax.
If you want to talk to Hannah and I, you can talk to me on TikTok.
Well, anyway,
you can talk to Hannah.
It's going to
on
be Feast, Sheath, and
Instagram.
Shatter. Go to the movies.
Okay.
So,
Yay.
Yay!
FSS at the movies. All right. Until next time, friends.
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
See ya.
Is it hot in here or is it just me? Tuning in to hear these three chatting about fantasy novels of the spicy variety. Not your average book club, if you know what